Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build. Today I'm back in The Sims 4 because last week I did one in The Sims 3. I've sort of been switching back and forth if you can't notice. But anyway, today I am building a bachelor pad. I think most of my houses in The Sims 4 have been more family homes, and I know that's what people tend to prefer. But they just take me such a long time to do, and they're so big, and I don't know, I just way prefer building smaller houses with only 1 or 2 bedrooms. Yeah, it's just a personal preference. They also take me quicker, and I kind of want to do them more, so I get them done quicker, like I just said. But anyway, so this house I called the Burgundy Bachelor Pad, and you may notice that the main color isn't exactly burgundy. It's sort of kind of like that. It's more of a purpley color, but it can be considered a shade of burgundy, so I suppose, you know, it still works. So yeah, but anyway, I'm actually really proud of this house. This is probably I want to say it's my best house in The Sims 4, but I don't know if that's right. I can't remember all the houses I've built off the top of my head. To be honest, I find that The Sims 4 has kind of reached a dead end for me. Like, I still kind of enjoy the game. I do like it, but I'm not always like, oh, I just want to play The Sims 4. I've just sort of gone back to The Sims 3 a bit. I don't know if that's because, I don't know. But anyway, I still enjoy the game. I'm still going to play it. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it or anything. But yeah, that is my current opinion. So actually the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat came out last week sometime, I think. I'm not entirely sure. And I didn't know that it had come out until like a few days later, and then I was just like, oh, okay, it's come out, I should probably get it. But then I watched a video that said that The Sims 4 actually costs $10 more in Australia, which is where I live. I'll link that video down below. It explains the whole thing. Most of you have already seen it. It's by Curtis Parody. Yeah, so I'm not actually getting the game. I don't know if I'll ever get it. Well, probably I will. But yeah, I just think it's very unjust that it is so much more expensive. So yeah, that's why I haven't gotten the game yet. But anyway, here I'm doing the wallpaper of the house. You can see it is like a sort of purplish, it's actually more of a plum kind of color, but I'm not sure if that's the final color. I think it might be actually. You can see I did try to do a red before, but I wasn't really digging the red. Wow, did I just actually say that? Anyway. And then I gave it this dark roof tiling. I can't actually remember which one I used. I think I stuck with this one actually. Yeah, so I did build this house a few weeks ago actually. Why do I keep on saying actually? I'm very, very sorry. But here I'm using move objects on, and I don't even think I used it. I just wanted to do something cool with the windows, but I didn't really manage to. So yeah, I think I find a lot that in my houses I've only been using those tall windows, and I looked at a few of the other houses in the town and they use a ton of different types of windows, so I was like, that's probably why my houses look so plain a lot of the time. So I tried to mix it up and use a few sort of different windows. Yeah, and I used those 2 doors as the front door. I do love that door, except for the fact that it doesn't extend all the way to the top of the ceiling. That kind of doesn't, yeah, I just don't really like that so much. But yeah, I do love those doors. You can see this house does have quite a few little jut outs and roof decor things. Yeah, so this house only has 1 bedroom. Just because, you know, it's a bachelor pad, it doesn't really need more than 1 bedroom. It does have 2 bathrooms though, and a walk-in wardrobe, which I do like. And it's also got a gym, so you could always just convert that into a bedroom if you really wanted to. So yeah, except, well, the gym has it doesn't have a door, I don't think. It has an archway, but you could always just change that to a door. It's not really that difficult. But now I'm going on to the garden. I'm landscaping a bit. I added in a few plants. I think one thing that kind of frustrates me a bit some of the time is, I mean, Move Objects On does allow you to have some pretty nice plants, but some pretty nice flower beds, but you can't really get them very close to the foundation, or it just goes up a level onto the foundation, which annoys me a little teeny tiny bit, but you know, we get past it. And I'm just putting this wood flooring around the place. It's sort of a bit of a contrast with the dark colors of the house, and then the flooring is very light, or actually no, it's not very light, but it's lighter. Wow, I'm sorry, I just said that so weirdly, but anyway, I'm just putting this flower bed around the outside of the house. This house does have a pool. Most of my houses don't have pools, well, since pools, actually no, that is a lie. I've only built 2 houses since pools came out. Oh my god, that's really bad. I'm sorry. Well, I suppose I've built some houses in The Sims 3, but anyway, yeah, beyond the point. Anyway, I just put a tree in, and that little sort of deck area, you can't actually get to that. It's just sort of there for show. Same with that one. There are a few things like that. I just thought they looked quite nice, but you can't actually get to them. Most of these little sticky outy bits do have flower beds around them. In fact, maybe all of them. I don't know. I don't think I did that on purpose. It's just something I sort of notice now. But yeah, so just putting in small flowers, and I think we're gonna get onto the pool now. It does. Oh yeah, I did use this little trick thing with the pool ladder. Yeah, I did. It's not my own original idea. I got it from Deligracy, probably. But anyway, over here is this little, it's like a little, what do I even call it? It's just a little seating area. That, it's kind of a weird shape because it only has 3 columns. By columns I mean walls to support it. See, there's nothing over there, which I could have put something over there, but it just looked like, because it was so close to the other column that's connected to the house. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I'm making any sense right now, but yeah, it just looked a bit weird when I did. It looks a bit weird without, but it looked weirder. But anyway, that's the little what's it called, pool ladder trick that I did. Your Sims can't actually use that pool ladder. It's just sort of there for show, but I thought it looked nice, and that is from Deligracy, so it's not my own original idea. Out here I did put a table and some chairs, and I think I put a stereo. I think. I'm not entirely sure. So I was just trying to find one. I was going to use one of these speakers, but I didn't, I don't think. Okay, maybe I didn't put a stereo in. But I'm just sort of fixing this area up, adding a bit more plants. Yeah, that's what I am doing. But yeah, I'm really happy about Move Objects On, and I know it came out ages ago and I'm still talking about it, and now everyone's like moved on to Outdoor Retreat, but I'm sorry. If you can hear a few noises, I've actually got my dog in here and he's sighing really loudly, but you know, you probably actually can't though, so. Anyway, I'm getting on to doing the floor plan of the house. Personally, the floor plan isn't really my favourite part. I think with The Sims 4 it's even a bit more difficult because of the room thing, you know how the rooms are set out, but I was trying to make it so that it like the staircase fit, and wow, I'm sorry, I'm really not making sense. You can see that the floor plan, well, in the end you can sort of see that the floor plan was a bit kind of muddled up. It was hard to get the living room where I want it to be, and the rooms are kind of a funny shape, but I think I made it work, hopefully. But yeah, I am still quite happy with this house. I think this is probably the best interior I've done, just because it was something I wanted to furnish. When the house is just so big that you've got no idea what to do, I just don't want to furnish ever, so I don't. I leave it for a really long time, and it just takes me such a long time to get houses out. So I think I'm probably going to do a few more of these small kind of houses just because they are what I enjoy more. I know people do tend to like big houses more, but yeah, it's just, you know, we have to deal with what we've got. But at the top floor actually had a little indent in the wall, which made it stick through the opening that goes to the bottom floor. If that made any sense, I will be surprised. So I had to sort of stick a column in the bottom, on the first floor. You can see it right there. So it looked a bit strange. It was in a really weird place, and you'll see it does kind of get even a bit weirder, because that's where I wanted the living room to be, and yeah, you'll see it. But I think it's sort of made it work a little bit. I don't know. But this room over here that I'm doing the wallpaper for now is actually the gym. You can see it has got a column. I was originally going to put in a door, but I didn't, because I thought this house was, even though it's got like quite a few walls, it is quite open, which I do like. And over here I am doing the living room. I was going to originally put the TV over there, and that way it wouldn't have been so weird, but I just didn't want to. It didn't look so nice. And I put in some black sofas, which I don't usually do. Usually I use very light colours, but in this house I use quite dark colours, which I do like. I do like the change. I actually kind of prefer it, to be honest. And then I put these kind of orange cabinet things next to the TV, because orange and blue, I think they're complementary colours. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know my colour wheel very well, but I wish I did, because I probably will need to learn that for art next year. Anyway, that's off topic. I haven't actually gone back to school yet though. I'm going back soon, and I'm dreading it because it's the start of a new year. I actually start at the beginning of the year, not in the middle of the year like everyone else in the world does. But anyway, I put a bunch of stuff underneath the staircase. I almost used, in fact I think I may have used the women's shoe rack, even though this is a bachelor pad, but you could always turn it into a bachelorette pad if you really wanted. And you can see here I'm doing the kitchen, and it is a very weird shape, but I kind of made it work. I think it doesn't look terrible, at least. It doesn't look terrible, that's what I'm going for. No, I think it does look quite nice, but I did a bunch of, when I moved up to do the second floor, I did a bunch of stuff to make the rooms work. It was really annoying. Some stuff just didn't work, and I had to change it up, and a lot of the little decorations that I stuck into the kitchen to make it look more homely and nice disappeared, and I think I added back some of them, but not all of them, so it doesn't look nearly as lively and cluttered as it does now, which is really annoying. I think by that time I was just so done with furnishing I couldn't be bothered, which is bad, and I'm really sorry, but I think I added back a lot of it. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, this room here is the dining room, and I added some nice colourful chairs. I went with the blue and orange theme again. I do like that theme together, blue and orange. They look very nice in my opinion. And then I found that rug, and it had like different coloured lines on it, and it had blue and orange, and I was just like, yes, perfect, my life is complete. And then I put a green painting on the wall to sort of contrast it a bit, and a little seating area here. I was trying to do a sort of L-shaped sofa thing, but it didn't work very well, so in the end I just stuck with 2 sofas and put a nice plant and a light there and a nice colourful rug. And I'm not sure if you saw me over there, because it was there for like a second, but I put in that star mirror, and after that I just try to put that everywhere, but it never works. And then I found that the tall cabinet things for that particular counter look like little cupboard things, and they're really, really nice. I do like them a lot. But I put a stereo over here and a nice pot plant, or potted plant, and a guitar for in case your bachelor is quite musical. Over here, this is the gym. I put a punching bag with a mirror just to extend the room out and make it look a little bit bigger. And I put in a treadmill, and I don't even know what those things are called where you pump the iron. Is that even right? I think it is actually, but I don't know what those are called. And I put a bunch of shelves over here, and the lighting for them was a bit weird, so I just used these wall lights and sort of stuck them inside the shelves. And then I put a laundry basket there because when you're working out, you're going to get smelling pretty bad, so you want to just put that right there. And I was sort of putting a bunch of laundry stuff over here, and like body care, cleaning product things. Yeah, I don't really know why you'd have those in your gym. You'd probably keep those in your bathroom and just walk to the bathroom afterwards, but it looked nice, so I put it there. And then I put a little pot plant over there and a rug on the ground. I do like that rug a lot, actually. And then I was just placing a bunch of these posters over here. Yeah, I do like those. And this painting thing, which is actually from the Buy Debug cheat, which is, if you want to know what that is, it's bb.showhiddenobjects, I think. I don't think I kept those countertops. I just put in a nice colourful sink because this room was very dull looking. It didn't have a lot of colour. Oh, I don't know what happened there, sorry. It didn't have a lot of colour, so I sort of tried to pop that in on the sinks and give them a very red look. I'm sorry, that was really badly worded, but I sort of, it gets the point across. And I put another laundry basket in there, and then a bright blue rug, because blue and red, I think those colours work well together. And then a sort of pop art llama painting as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to be moving on to the second floor now. I was sort of trying to figure out what to do with the rugs over there, because the floor looked really plain. And I was just putting in all the lights because I didn't do that before. But now I'm moving up onto the second floor, and you'll see I sort of begin to play around with the rooms a bit because they sort of glitched out a bit and weren't working, and this really annoys me because it gets rid of a bunch of the stuff on the floor below, which I hate so much. I'm sorry, but the room system in this game sort of, I think it needs some work. It kind of works, but at the same time it doesn't. So yeah, that was annoying. Yeah, but I didn't actually notice that the stuff was gone until a bit later, I believe. But I'm just painting, or I think repainting the walls. You can see over there that the roof does stick through a bit. There was nothing I could do about that, unfortunately, so it does stay there. So sorry about that. I'm sorry I keep on saying but anyway, I put a what are those tables even called? Like a they're like those end tables that are quite thin and long, and you put those in like a hallway or something. I don't know, I like them, but I don't know what they're called. And I put this nice, I believe it's orange, yeah. Because the walls in this room are very blue, I put in a lot of orange accents. And I'm just putting some trophies and stuff on this little table. And then I put a seating area over there, just because I thought that'd be quite nice. I never really know what to do in these rooms, because they are quite, they're always quite big, and you just never know what to do. But anyway, here are the sofas. I forgot what those were called for a second, and they are also black, and I put a fruit bowl on there. And did I keep that plant? I think so. Apparently I did. And then I just put, oh no I didn't, never mind, but I did put a little plant in that corner and a nice little painting thing on that wall. I do add in proper lights later, I think, if I remembered, which I sure hope I did. And I used this wood in the room, a different wood in this, a different flooring in this room than to the rest of the house. And I believe it has I think this room actually has a red colour. The lighting was being a bit weird and none of the colours looked what they actually were. I think I was going to put brown in there. I I think I do put the brown in there, but it was looking weird with the invisible lights, which are also from that by debug sheet, by the way. I put this very dark bed in here, which I like, and this desk area. It's got those big cabinets again. I love those big cabinets. And this computer I put in. I love that computer. It looks like a really intense sort of gaming computer, and I really want it. But anyway, yeah. So I put. Oh no, never mind. It was kind of hard to fit a plant in there, to be honest, in that little area that you just saw me putting a plant and a light in. It was hard to make it look right because a plant and a light just didn't fill up the space. I was going to put a dresser in here, but then I realized that there was a walk-in wardrobe, so I had no need to put in the dresser, so I just put in a stereo. I think over here I was looking for like some CDs or something, and then I remembered that was from The Sims 3, so I just went and did something else, and I used a rug. I was about to say that rug, but then I didn't. Yeah, this room doesn't have as many colors except for the desk area. That's where this color sort of pops in, and then that little lamp there. I'd like to have dull colors and then like a very bright colored lamp like that, or like some nice paintings. I just think that looks really nice. This over here is the walk-in wardrobe. You can see over there that there's that little thing where the walls connect, and it's like a little triangle that's cut out of the wall. And I don't know why that's there, because in The Sims 3 that used to happen if there was like a glitch with the terrain, but there is no terrain in this game. There's no terrain tools, so I don't know. But over here you can see I put in those little shoe racks and then the clothing racks, which I do like. And I was just trying to use that star mirror, and I actually tried to use that in the bathroom before this, but I don't think you saw that. So yeah, I was sort of turning the room around, but no, I accidentally turned the room around, and I was just like, oh no, what do I do? And I just undid it, and everything was fine. But this is the bathroom. I was gonna use that spa bath. Actually, I think I did. Oh yeah, I did use it. This is the first time I've actually used that, or even attempted to use it. I put in that coffee table over there so it wouldn't look weird inside the wall, and I just put some candles and like some body creams or whatever. And the shower is over there and the toilet over there, and then I put the sink against the window, which is kind of unpreferable, I suppose, but you've got to do what you've got to do. I'm not sure where the mirror is, actually. I know there is a mirror in here because I was thinking right now, where should I put the mirror? And I put it over there apparently. So yeah, I think your Sims can use that. I didn't actually remember to test play that mirror. So sorry if they can't, but there are plenty of other mirrors in this house, so you should be fine. There is it's kind of weird because when you tilt the camera at a certain angle, you can't see onto the second floor for some reason. From that area that overlooks the first floor. I meant the first floor that first time I said that, so sorry. Anyway, if that made any sense, I'm onto the screenshots now. So yeah, I am really proud of this house, and even if it is called Burgundy Bachelor pattern, it isn't really burgundy. But anywho, I do like the living room a lot. It is definitely one of my favorite rooms, and even though the kitchen is a weird shape, I like that too. I think in general, I'm really proud of this house. Yeah, so anyway, I never know what to talk about during the screenshots. I could describe it to you, but you all know what it is already. Anyway, so yeah, wow. There's another stereo, and I just saw that I included two screenshots, or two of the same screenshot, so sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, we're about to get onto the floor plan now. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.